Hello and welcome back to our next edition of Warships Season 8, the Grounded Season. So this season we have no flying troops, but I didn't even grab myself a flying troop last season, so I guess it really doesn't matter for me. Okay, so here's the deal. We're getting really close to hitting this next iron tier. I need one more chest to unlock probably the biggest upgrade of this warship season. I've seen one player with shock launchers so far. We'll probably see some more in today's video, but my goal is to get one more chest, get shock launchers, and upgrade them until I get 2 so I can space them out and just completely wreck people's strategy. It takes you so long to defeat a base using shock launchers. See, I'm going to use Bullet on this side, and Bullet's going to take down this core, or actually yeah, well, okay, we're gonna modify it a little bit because this kind of base, I want to try something new. But if this player had a shock launcher over here, it's still gonna ruin my combination either way. So shock launchers definitely help. So we're gonna grab taunt instead of energy drink, and you'll see why in a second. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 bullets, and we're gonna drop a flare to this core. I've seen one player use this on me, and then I tried it once and it worked out pretty well. So we're gonna try it and see if it works out. It's such a weird thing to do. So we're gonna use taunt. It really doesn't matter. And we're just gonna try to take down that core. It's okay, our flare ran out. We're gonna drop the rest of our troops on this side. We're gonna drop a flare to this core. All of these troops will start walking over to this core. We're gonna get a shock down just because there's a lot of damage in that area, just concentrated very, very high. These guys need to take down this core as fast as possible. And then you'll see me going up here. My flare is about to run out. I'm right here. We drop that flare. We drop that taunt. We get maybe a couple shocks down. We could get some med kits down. And we take down the core in 3 minutes. Man, it's such a weird combination, but the way these bases are set up, it's the perfect meta. 3 minutes is pretty good at this level. I don't really know if you can get faster. And we're able to defeat him, and he did good on my base. I mean, 2 minutes and 56 left on my base is really, really good. So good job to this player. So he actually has bombardiers and is just spacing them out. So it's a really good job for him on spacing out his troops. That Boom Mine did nothing, and he played that perfectly. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna go back into it. Hopefully we'll be able to try the same combination again, and 2 more battles, and then we grab ourselves yeah, 2 more battles, then we grab ourselves the shock launchers. I was just trying to think, can I use the same combination? And I think I can on this player. So let's do it. Why not? So we'll go boom, 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 boom. See, I also don't know if taunt is the best ability. Probably not for this base, just because there's not a lot of splash on the core. But if there's a lot of splash on the core, taunt is probably going to be better than energy drink. So we're gonna activate it. We might as well. And then as soon as the flare's about to run out, we'll get my next troops down. It might be a little risky. I'm just trying to I'm trying to time it better. Flare on that core. They're walking over, not as well as I thought they would. I thought they would walk to the... Okay, he actually has a lot of mines, so let's hope it's not anything too drastic. But we're gonna activate taunt just to make sure my troops stay alive just a little bit longer. Those guys over there doing a good job. The flare is about to run out. Perfect. Get that last flare down, and let's just drop a couple shocks down. Maybe some taunt. And this is when energy drink would be doing damage right here. I'd just be activating it, just trying to push it down. Jeez, I'm so hyper. I also just worked out, so I'm a little out of breath. So I'm sorry if you guys are noticing that. But 258 left. A little worse, but also a little bit better. Oh yes, let's go. Not a little bit better, it was just a little bit worse, but we were able to defeat this player. See, if I had a shock launcher up here, people won't be able to do that. I know you might not think, you're like, Christian, how on earth is that gonna work out? Guys, I think it's gonna be good, but I just want to keep jumping back into battles. Oh, here we go. We don't even need that last battle. Let's go. Okay, shock launcher, bought, and this is the upgrade we're waiting for. That was so expensive. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. Now we just have to push for bombardiers because everyone is going to start getting shock launchers, and I need bombardiers as fast as possible to counter it. So, in the meantime, let's grab ourselves, let's just max out our cannons. I mean, it's pretty cheap. We'll get that going for us, and I don't really want to upgrade anything else. We'll save up for bombardiers. But now we have 2 almost maxed out shock launchers. We're going to drop 1 on this side and 1 over here, and the 1 over here is gonna take down these players and just wreck them. Oh, yes. Unless they try to, yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna let people sit in the blind zone of a shock launcher taking me out. Man, I really think it's gonna make a huge difference, but don't take my word for it. Let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, I kind of just want to do the same thing. And we're going to bring taunt just because there's a lot of boom cannons and cannons in here. It'd be nice to taunt them when we're walking. I think this looks good. Let's do it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bullet. We're going to wait a little bit longer to drop the flare just because all of my troops, like not all of my troops were focused on the headquarters last time, and I just want to make sure the majority of them are. It's not really a necessity that they all are. It's just kind of nice if they are. So activate taunt. I was hoping we'd be able to grab the boom cannons. It didn't look like that was the case, but now we're going to drop the rest of my troops on the right hand side. The flare is over with. Drop that next flare. My troops will walk over. And we're just going to activate taunt a couple times. I really don't like all those boom cannons and stuff. I have not a lot of troops left on that side, so let's hope we're able to take down that core. And we're actually going to drop a shock and a flare to that core. And man, I don't have a lot of troops left. Let's get a shock up on the top. We'll activate taunt again just to make sure everything is focused on bullet. And we should start seeing troops over here coming in. Man, it didn't quite go as well as I wanted it to. A little bit slow. 243 left. I don't know. It's a risky combination. I don't really know the type of bases where it works out and when it doesn't work out. But I have a feeling he beat me. Oh, what? What? I'm getting so lucky. All of these players are doing like slightly worse than each other on the... Okay. I forgot I had shock launchers. This player has smoke. What a player. Man, he is spending so much energy, guys. He's spending so much energy, but good for him taking down that core. I really want to see how this shock launcher plays into it, because I think moving it down more will probably be more beneficial. It'll be more out of the shock range, and do it like this. You know how I was doing last video? Really bad. That's all you need to know. Anyway, we're over a 50% win rating now, which I'm stoked about. Fish really isn't doing the best. Is he playing this season? He kind of is. It's not as hardcore as normal, but still way less attacks, or I still have way less attacks than he does. So this attack combination seems to be working out pretty well, but I mean, there are other attack combinations you can do, and I'm not going to do the same one I just did because I really don't like mines. Don't want to run into them, don't want to deal with them. I'm just going to stay away. We're going to select energy drink here, and grab a bunch of Zukas. I kind of just want to park energy drink back here, or my hero back here, and then just go from this side. I was thinking about dropping my hero on this core, but then I wouldn't really be able to get to this core, so I don't think I would do that. So when it comes to this kind of combination, we flare first, drop my hero second, because the flare lasts too long, guys. That's probably one of the mistakes I made, upgrading my flare one too many times. He retreated. We got an easy win. Let's just not screw this up. I haven't lost completely to someone where I wasn't able to defeat all their cores, so let's just hope for the best. I want to see how fast I can take this player out still. I don't think these troops are going to target anything useful, if you know what I mean. We're going to get a couple shots down. We had one down on the boom cannons. Nice. In all honesty, this kind of player, it would have been smarter for me to, and now I know this for the future, for me to flare to this core using all heavies and then flare up to this core. So we're gonna flare and see what happens. I know there's a ton of mines here, guys. I'm not blind. I just want to hit that core as fast as possible. I just activated bullet, and he's over here dealing some work to the base. 254, not too bad. I have a feeling I wouldn't have been able to do it the same way I was doing it. The strategy I've been using today only really works when the engine room down here doesn't have a lot of defenses around it and it's pretty weak. That's what I can tell. I don't know if he retreated to drop in stars or if he just saw my engine room or my shock launchers and was like, I'm not doing that. But I really do think my shock launchers are helping a ton, guys, a ton. I don't know what this guy's doing. We're gonna whip him. We're gonna whip him. We'll see what happens. I always get worried when the player's up this high and has a bad base design because people are crazy, man. Like, people find some weird combinations that work really, really well. So I'm always crazy worried when something like this happens, and this isn't good. What are they doing? Why are they walking like that? Let's activate bullet. We don't want to lose him. I have no clue why my troops walk that way. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, the machine gun was obviously closer. That's so annoying. Shock the shock launcher, drop a flare. That's so stupid. I'm really mad, guys. I have a feeling he's gonna be able to defeat me just because of that. Like, that pisses me off. I want to watch the replay again. That just annoys me. Okay, we're gonna watch the replay again to see the walk of my troops. But that just really, really gets under my skin. Hopefully my shock launcher. See? Okay, I told you, players up here know how to take down my base really fast. I know it's not the fastest time we've seen today, and he's getting really lucky, and hopefully my shock launcher can hold him off. Fire! Frick! Oh, it's so close. Okay. Really mad. Really, really mad. That's annoying. I still beat him? Oh, shoot. I thought I had 42 left. Okay, now I'm just whining over nonsense. Okay, I want to watch a replay, though, to see what happened. I'm going to put it in slow motion. Okay, so my thought process was, if I drop my troops on the corner here, they're going to walk to the closest thing, which is this machine gun. Okay? Closest thing. I know it might be a little buggy, so maybe some of them walk over to this boom cannon. Still, look what happens when I drop my troops. So the flare is almost running out. I haven't dropped. Okay, now I start dropping. So that might have been a flare issue. But the flare runs out, and then they just like... yeah, now I know why they did that. So what happened was, when the flare was dropped, the flags got overridden. Okay? All of these troops are running to this core over here. And then when the flare ran out, they're like, okay, where do we go now? They don't see their flags anymore, and the closest defense was this boom cannon. Man, that was just a stupid technical error by me, and I'm really glad I recovered. I'm sorry for getting so mad at the game and this player. We were able to defeat them anyway, but man, I am getting really lucky. Again, I really think that these shock launchers are the best defense you can get early game, so try to get them as fast as possible and get them to tier 4 level 4, because getting 2 of them will make such a huge difference. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to drop a like as always, and I'll talk to you in the next Boom Beach video. Bye.